welcome to another episode of the Bullshit Show. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm Dad. This is Anchor Baby, and that's Nathan over there. I don't think Anchor Baby wants to stay, so we say Happy Halloween, Anchor Baby. This is another comment response video. We got lots of comments and questions, so we'll just get right to it. First question, and a couple people have asked, is where you can send stuff. Email me, camera, C-A-M-E-R-A 1129 at gmail.com, and I'll give you all the information you need, okay? Next question, do you like eggs? It's an odd question. This is from End of Gaming. Yeah, I like eggs. I like them scrambled. I like them over easy, especially with toast and English bacon, right? Mm-hmm. English bacon, not American bacon, but English bacon. Let's see. How many people do you think get shot every month in your area of Florida? Well, that's in regards to, we had gunfire the other night outside of our apartment. That's what, the second time in a month, I think it was. I would say in our area, probably about once a week, I would say there's a shooting in our general area. Yeah. We're on the edge of the not so good part of town, so apparently that edge has moved a little closer to us. Yeah. You have any questions you want to fire away while I'm looking here?
What's the worst part about living in Florida?
The summers. The oppressive heat in the summertime, I would think, is, wouldn't you say, Nathan?
Yeah.
It's the absolute worst part. From the end of May until the end of September, it's fucking miserable. And it's just ungodly, and it just never ends. I'd say the second worst thing about living in Florida is Floridians. There's a lot of redneck hicks in this state. And I mean, we moved here from Indiana, which has a lot of redneck hicks, but Florida redneck hicks redefined the term redneck hicks. So let's see here. I still can't get the pronunciation of this right, so forgive me. Epic Lafetou. Laughing Toes. Epic Laughing Toes.
Laughing Toes? It's a Laffito.
Oh, I say Laughing Toes.
He's the one...
I know, whatever.
James. That's James.
I know. Sorry, James. I'm just goofing with you. Would you ever want the Hey Dudes to become an official TV show? Sure. That would be awesome, man. We could get sponsors, and that would be cool. Especially if somebody paid me to do this. I could sit in bed with no pants and get paid. That would be the ultimate, but I don't think anybody's going to do that. So,
well, they follow around the Kardashians every day.
Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, the Kardashians have a show, so why not me? What movies are you looking forward to seeing in the future? The Hateful Eight, Quentin Tarantino's new flick. Not so much because it's a Quentin Tarantino flick, but they revived Ultra Panavision 70. It's a 70, well, it's actually a 65 millimeter film format, the same format, the exact same cameras and lenses actually that they shot Ben-Hur with some 60 years ago. And so it should be gorgeous. Mark my word, Robert Richardson will get his third or fourth Academy Award come spring for the Hateful Eight. You got a question there, Nathan?
Have you ever been to Ireland?
No, we haven't been to Ireland. I believe we flew over the southern tip of it when we were flying into England. I've heard a lot of great things about Ireland. I definitely want to go back to the UK, but after another trip to the UK, I think I'd be ready to go to Ireland. I love Guinness. Guinness rules. And I like Irish Spring soap, but I don't think that really counts, does it? Who is your favorite UK artist / singer? I hope you say Phil Collins. I like Phil Collins. Phil Collins is awesome. He gets he gets a bum rap sometimes because he does a lot of cheesy sentimental crap. But I saw him in concert when he was with Genesis in Indianapolis, like, I don't know, 20 years ago. And despite really bad audio, it was a really kick-ass concert. And the thing that I realized, excuse me, I still have a cold. The thing that I realized about Genesis was all the really good songs were Phil Collins songs, which they didn't do. So the Genesis concert was a little disappointing because he didn't do In the Air Tonight, because that's a Phil Collins song. Wicked Kendo, one of our illustrious artists who sends in fan art. What do you think of China ending the two-child or one-child only policy? I think it's a big mistake. I can see that they're maybe relaxing the restrictions and perhaps maybe charging an enormous tax or something on people that want to have more than one child. I understand why they're doing it, because the population has gotten so old in the country that there's not enough young people to do the jobs, you know, to pick the rice and make the electronics and do all the shit that they need to do to keep the economy going. They need more people, but they're already at like 1.4 billion, and that country, well, the kiddies are playing, that country is about the same size as the United States, so it's, I don't know, I don't think it's that great of an idea. And we know about what's going on, like we talked about in the last show, what's going on in the South China Sea. China, like I said, if World War III doesn't erupt in the Mideast in the next couple of years, it's going to happen in the South China Sea, and it's going to be China against everybody, and it's going to be really ugly. So, Justin William. I started working at a Tim Hortons, so that he must be Canadian. He started working at a Tim Hortons on top of my assistant manager job at a clothing retail store. In your fatherly advice, how do I manage stress and sleep deprivation from working two jobs? Well, the thing that I've learned, and having worked in the film industry where you usually work 14, 16-hour days, the best way to control stress is to get good sleep. And I know it's difficult to do, because especially if you work a lot of times, you're so tired you can't sleep. That's the worst thing in the world. What I would recommend is melatonin. Melatonin is awesome. If you can get some good stuff that works, take some melatonin. You don't get hungover from it. And particularly since you're in Canada, pot. Pot is wonderful. Just, I'm not saying get stoned to the bejesus belt every night, but just a couple of tokes to take the edge off and help you sleep. Especially in Canada, where it's going to be legal here pretty soon. Thank you, Justin Trudeau. If you're not in Canada, then I take all that back. But if you're working at Tim Hortons, you must be in Canada. I hate Ben Carson too. Yes, well, that's good. That makes two of us.
Speaking of Ben Carson, what did you think of the CNBC or whatever?
Oh, the debate. I thought I stand corrected. Of the three Republican debates, that was the worst. They nitpicked on the stupidest shit. Jeb Bush looked like the dick that he is. Trump really didn't say much. He didn't act like he didn't even want to be there. And interestingly enough, I saw some statistics in Time magazine that everybody's amount of speaking time. And Ben Carson was like the second to last. He hardly said anything, which he never says anything anyways. The guy's a snooze fest. He's just, I don't know. And the more that comes out about him, I hate him more and more. I mean, I hate to say this, but Trump's turning out to be the best Republican candidate. So
I can't wait to hang out with Ben Carson in a Popeyes organization.
Yeah. Okay, here's a good one from Riley Blackwell. Would you rather be blind or have your vision, but in the background of your mind, you're constantly hear the sound of Nickelback? Well, being a photographer, obviously I value my sight tremendously, so I couldn't give that up. But I tell you, Nickelback sucks, and to have that in the back of my mind all the time would probably drive me to suicide. So I think I would take the background music, but that's a good one though. Here's one that just came in from Cole Murphy. Democrats are the scum of American society. No, I don't think so. That would be Republicans. I think it's a typo. Asshole. T-Head Joyride. That's a cool name. I like your icon too. What's your best memory from childhood? I got a lot of great memories from my childhood. I had a wonderful childhood. It was typical 1960s, 1970s Leave It to Beaver household. You know, family of four. We didn't. I mean, I wasn't molested. I wasn't beaten. I wasn't. I mean, I had a normal, perfectly normal, happy childhood.
Well, you still live with grandma.
Yeah, I mean, I had some weird parents, but you know, what can you do? I'd say when I look back, the memories that I recall the most is when we would go camping. We did a lot of camping when I was a little kid, and when I think back, some of my happiest memories are when we're camping, and the trip that we took the first time that we went to Disney World in 1975, I think it was, or 74, and stayed at the Polynesian Village when it had just opened. Back when it was, I believe, we were talking about this the other day. I think Grandpa said it, or Dad said that it was $48 a night, I think, then. Now it's over $450 a night. Things do change. Let's see here. CNW Trains. What's your opinions of the roads and bridges in the USA? Like I said on the response, man, the infrastructure of this country is so fucked up, it is ridiculous. I mean, bridges are collapsing right and left, the roads are terrible. I mean, most of this stuff was built 50, 60 years ago. It will take billions, if not trillions of dollars, not to make everything perfect, just to get it up to where it's okay. Then it's going to take another couple of $1 trillion to make it decent again. I don't know why we can't make this a priority, but, you know, thanks to the scumbag Republicans, we got to spend all our friggin' money on defense and giving tax breaks to the rich, so we don't have the money to spend on infrastructure. And think of all the jobs it would create. Amazing. And then all the Mexicans would come in and take the jobs. So, Pineapple Penguin. Again, another really cool icon. I'm from Elk, Poland. Have you ever visited Poland? No. I've never been to... No, wrong. That's Germany, dude.
I know.
I've never been to Poland. I was fortunate when in the early mid-80s, I went to film school, Columbia College in Chicago, and I was classmates with Janusz Kaminski, who now is Steven Spielberg's cinematographer. He's won 2 Academy Awards for Schindler's List and Shaving Ryan's Privates, and he always talked about, he's from Poland, and he always told me about what a neat and beautiful country it was, and how he'd always hope one day to go back there and live. Now that he's successful and a millionaire, maybe, I don't know if he goes back. I've lost touch with him. So Janusz, if you're watching this, look me up, dude. We can sit around and talk about the cage. You got any more questions over there?
If you could choose the color of a lightsaber, what would your color be?
Oh yeah, that's a really cool question. I want a fluorescent orange lightsaber. I think that'd be so cool. It's bright orange. Voo, 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 voo. I think that would be savage. Purple is cool, but I think, didn't Samuel L. Jackson's character have a purple one? And I saw an interview with him I can't remember what his character's name was, Deuce Wango or something like that.
Mm.
But he said he would only do that movie if he could have a purple lightsaber. And so they gave him a purple lightsaber. But no, fluorescent orange, I think that would be way cool.
What time do you usually go to sleep?
I nap a lot, but usually my real bedtime has been about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And then, because that's usually about the time Nathan's starting to quiet down. And then the cats do their running around the house thing about then and get the energy out and they're ready to sleep. And then we sleep all day. And we're scum, you know. We mooch off the government and we're democratic, pathetic scum. Question?
Dad, what is your favorite candy?
Nerds ropes. I love Nerds ropes. They're awesome, and particularly they're easy to get this time of year. Smarties, but there's 2 different types of Smarties. They're made in 2 different places. They're made in New Jersey and they're made up in Canada. I don't like the ones made in New Jersey for some reason. I mean, I'll eat them. I'm not going to throw them away. But the Canadian Smarties are awesome, particularly the white ones. I don't know what they do to them in Canada. I sprinkle magic Canadian dust on them or something. But Canadian Smarties are awesome. Let's see, we got time for one more question here?
Yeah, maybe 2.
What are my opinions on the Saudi Arabians getting away with a lot of shit lately? Like the English pensioner who was caught with a single bottle of wine and is now going to be flogged for this, which will probably kill the guy because he's like really old. Or the 17-year-old boy who's going to be crucified. And all he did was protest the government. And not only is he going to be... The crucified part is the least of it. They're going to chop his head off first and then put his dead body on the cross. So he's doubly fucked. I think Saudi Arabia is a really messed up country. And just because they have lots of money and lots of oil, the United States is afraid to say anything about them, you know, or to criticize them because they're kind of sort of an ally. Not really. They don't really do much for us except give us oil at a decent price. But I think Saudi Arabia is fucked. And I cry bullshit on Saudi Arabia. And if they flog this old British guy and he dies, I hope that Britain invades Saudi Arabia and kills those camel jockeys. You got any more questions?
No.
I guess that's about it. We're seriously considering. A lot of people wanted to know if we're going to do a live stream and when we're going to do a live stream. Like I said, November 29th. November 29th is my birthday, my 50th birthday, and we're thinking about maybe the night. It's a Sunday, right? Sunday, November 29th. We may do a live stream as to celebrate my birthday. So that's just a thought. It's not official yet. It'll probably be, you know, something like 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, and but that's just something we're thinking about doing. If it works, then we'll do more. But thanks for watching, and please send in more questions and comments. And whoever keeps disliking this video, all I can say is fuck you, man. Okay, until next time. Happy Halloween, and hey, dudes! Phew, stinky.